Welcome to our journey through the history of one of the most ubiquitous tools in human civilization, the pencil. It is an instrument often overlooked, resting silently on desks, tucked away in drawers. Yet it holds within its slender form a narrative stretching back millennia. From ancient times to modern innovations, let's explore how this simple instrument has evolved. We shall venture from the banks of the Nile, where early scribes first experimented with rudimentary marking tools, to the verdant fells of England, where a chance discovery would revolutionize the art of writing. Join me as we trace the lineage of this remarkable tool. We will uncover the surprising origins, the pivotal moments of invention, and the cultural impact of something so seemingly ordinary, yet so profoundly influential. The pencil, in its quiet simplicity, has empowered humanity in countless ways, from the grandest architectural designs to the most intimate of personal diaries. Its journey is a reflection of our own, a continuous quest for better ways to understand and describe the world around us, and indeed, ourselves. Our story begins not with graphite nor with wood, but with the fundamental human impulse to record. Long before the pencil as we know it, ancient civilizations sought ways to leave their marks. In Egypt, under the pyramids, scribes used metal styluses, often crafted from lead, silver, or gold, to etch hieroglyphs onto papyrus. These early tools were more like engravers. Across the Mediterranean, Romans used lead rods, leaving pale gray marks like a hard pencil. The term pencil lead comes from these practices. The actual substance defining the pencil is graphite. These ancient tools laid the groundwork for the pencil's evolution. The story of the true pencil begins in the remote, wind-swept fells of Borrowdale in Cumberland, England. Here, sometime in the early 16th century, shepherds stumbled upon a strange, black, lustrous substance clinging to the roots of an uprooted tree. This material was an unusually large and exceptionally pure deposit of graphite. At the time, its true nature was not understood. Some believed it to be a type of lead ore, hence the enduring misnomer black lead or plumbago. Shepherds soon found it invaluable for marking their sheep. The Borrowdale deposit was unique in its solidity and purity. Initially, these raw sticks of graphite were used directly, perhaps wrapped in string or scraps of sheepskin. These were, in essence, the very first true pencils. The Crown soon recognized the strategic importance of the Borrowdale mine, not primarily for writing, but because graphite was found to be an excellent material for lining the molds used to cast cannonballs. This military application meant that the Borrowdale mine was strictly controlled. Despite these controls, the allure of this black gold was strong, and a clandestine trade in graphite undoubtedly occurred. The graphite sticks, though functional, were still somewhat crude. The need for a more refined method of holding and protecting the precious marking core became increasingly apparent. The purity of the Borrowdale graphite was its greatest asset, and in a way a temporary hindrance to innovation. The discovery at Borrowdale was a geological lottery win, shaping the early evolution of the pencil. While England held the monopoly on high-quality solid graphite, the innovation of encasing this precious material in wood took root in Germany. Artisans in Nuremberg began to make fragile graphite sticks more durable. A groove was carved into a wooden slat, a graphite stick placed inside, and another slat glued on top. This assembly was shaped into a cylindrical or hexagonal form. These early wood-cased pencils were luxury items, used by scholars, artists, and architects. Nuremberg became a center for pencil production. Families like the Stettlers established workshops. German-made pencils entered the European market. Scholars could annotate texts, artists could sketch, and architects could draft designs. Softer woods like cedar, linden, or pine were favored. The process relied on Borrowdale graphite. Further innovations in graphite processing awaited. The wood-cased pencil was born and refined. It became an object of skilled craftsmanship. German ingenuity laid the foundation for an industry. Pencils eventually reached millions. The 18th and 19th centuries witnessed a period of profound transformation in nearly every aspect of human life, and the humble pencil was no exception. The Industrial Revolution was poised to take the pencil from a relatively scarce, handcrafted item to an affordable, everyday tool. A pivotal moment came in 1795 when a French chemist, Nicolas Jacques Conté, developed a groundbreaking process. Conté's genius lay in devising a method to use impure powdered graphite by mixing it with clay, shaping the mixture into rods, and then firing these rods in a kiln. This process was revolutionary. By varying the ratio of graphite to clay, Conti discovered that he could control the hardness of the pencil lead. This was the birth of pencil grading systems, H for hardness, B for blackness. Pencil manufacturing began to evolve into an industry. The 19th century saw the rise of names like Faber-Castell in Germany and Dixon Ticonderoga in the United States. In the United States, figures like Joseph Dixon played a crucial role. Dixon developed machinery that could cut the wooden slats, groove them, insert the graphite clay cores, glue the halves together, and then shape and finish the pencils with unprecedented speed and consistency. Automated lathes could shape pencils into their familiar cylindrical or hexagonal forms far more efficiently than hand carving. The impact of this industrial evolution was profound. Pencils became standard equipment in schools, offices, and workshops. The combination of Conti's chemical insight and the mechanical prowess of the Industrial Revolution transformed a simple idea into a global industry. The pencil was now ready for its golden age. As the 19th century drew to a close, a peculiar trend emerged in the world of pencil manufacturing: the rise of the yellow pencil. This was a deliberate and remarkably successful marketing strategy. It began with a company based in Austria-Hungary, Koh-i-Noor Hartmouth. In 1889, Koh-i-Noor introduced a new line of high-quality pencils named Koh-i-Noor, after the famous Indian diamond. To distinguish these premium pencils, the company chose to paint them a bright, distinctive yellow. This choice was inspired by the color of the Chinese imperial flag. Yellow in Chinese culture was an imperial color, representing royalty, power, and prestige. The strategy was an immediate success. The yellow Koh-i-Noor pencils became incredibly popular. Other manufacturers, particularly in the United States, quickly took note. Companies like Dixon Ticonderoga began to produce their own flagship pencils in varying shades of yellow. Yellow became a visual shorthand for a high-quality writing instrument. The choice of yellow was also practical from a manufacturing standpoint. Yellow paint was readily available and provided good coverage. The classic yellow pencil, often with a pink eraser held by a green or gold ferrule, became an enduring symbol. The story of its rise is a fascinating example of how cultural associations and clever marketing can elevate a product's status. As we journey into the 20th and now the 21st century, one might imagine that the traditional pencil would fade into obscurity. Yet, remarkably, this humble instrument continues to thrive, adapting and evolving. One of the most significant innovations has been the refinement and popularization of the mechanical pencil. These instruments offer consistent line width without the need for sharpening. Alongside these technological advancements, there has been a growing awareness of environmental responsibility. We now see pencils made from recycled materials such as reclaimed wood, denim, or even old newspapers. Ergonomics, too, has played a more significant role in modern pencil design. Despite the digital deluge, the pencil retains its unique place in numerous fields. In the world of art, it remains an indispensable tool for sketching, shading, and detailed illustration. In education, particularly in early learning and for standardized tests, the pencil endures. Engineers and architects still use pencils for initial concepts and quick sketches. The pencil is a tool for thought, a way to quickly externalize ideas. The modern pencil is a fascinating blend of tradition and innovation. It exists in myriad forms, from the classic wood-cased yellow No. 2 to sophisticated mechanical drafting pencils. The pencil has weathered the storms of technological change, not by resisting them, but by coexisting. It remains a quiet, unassuming yet profoundly powerful tool for communication, creation, and contemplation. And there you have it, the incredible journey of the pencil from ancient times to the present day. From the rudimentary styluses of Egyptian scribes and the lead rods of Roman scholars, through the serendipitous discovery of Borrowdale's pure graphite, to the skilled craftsmanship of German artisans and the industrial might that brought mass production, the pencil has evolved in remarkable ways. The story of the pencil is a microcosm of human ingenuity. It's a tale of adapting natural resources, of refining techniques, and of responding to the ever-changing needs of society. The iconic yellow pencil and the continuous development of new forms like the mechanical pencil and eco-friendly alternatives all speak to its enduring relevance. It has been a silent partner in countless creations, from masterpieces of art and literature to groundbreaking scientific theories and architectural marvels. Next time you pick up a pencil, remember the rich history behind this seemingly simple tool. From ancient styluses to mechanical marvels, the pencil has come a long way, and it's still writing history. If you learn something new, hit that like button. And if you're curious about the everyday things we take for granted, don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this. Thank you for joining me, Aviad Farouz, on this exploration of the pencil's extraordinary voyage through time.